the provision of immigration law that allows individuals to apply for lawful permanent resident status, for example, a green card, provided they enter the United States before a particular date, the registry date, and have continuously resided in the United States. A small change in your entry date can impact your immigration journey in the United States.
Visit us at Swat&Vee channel with your questions to see how best we can help you out your process. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Now let's get into the video and find out what's new in U.S. immigration. Not every initiative to change U.S. immigration law is as significant and capable of helping millions of immigrants as the one that was recently introduced in the Senate by Senators Dick Durbin and Alex Padilla. The senators jointly proposed a new bill entitled the Renewing Immigration Provisions of the Immigration Act of 1929 that would update the existing registry date to enable an estimated 8 million immigrants to apply for permanent residence if they have lived in the U.S. continuously for at least 7 years. This proposed change to the registry date would be the first since 1986. Until it is changed, the current registry cutoff date for eligibility remains January 1, 1972. In other words, to be eligible to apply for permanent residence under the current registry date, you must show physical presence in the United States for more than 50 years. The new bill that seeks to update the registry criteria is co-sponsored by Senators Elizabeth Warren and Ben Ray LaHan, and companion legislation was introduced in the House by Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren back in July 2022. Why the change is needed? The registry date was introduced for several reasons. For one, it was felt that there was a point beyond which an undocumented immigrant's contribution to this country outweighed the harm done. For another, resorting to a registry date was a recognition of the impracticality of chasing millions of undocumented people around forever. Like in other areas of law where there are limitation periods associated with prosecutions of offenders, fairness required some means for certain long-term residents, those of good moral character, to make amends. In short, it was felt that it made sense to enable such immigrants, who currently live in the shadows, who work while being paid under the table, and who live with the hope that one day, somehow, they will be able to emerge from their quiet lives of desperation, to enter into the mainstream of American society. Proponents of the initiative argue that the long-term undocumented immigrants who may benefit from this legislation have deep roots in America. They have made lives for themselves and their families here. They have come to share the same values that other Americans hold dear. They belong to the same community organizations. Their children go to the same schools, and many attend the same churches and have the same hopes and fears as other Americans. Simple procedure involved. Were the new initiatives in the House and Senate passed, what is significant about them is that no medical test, no financial affidavit of support, and no U.S. petitioner are required for registry candidates to succeed. Instead, all that is required to apply is for an applicant to submit an application, together with the appropriate fee, to U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services. So what are the benefits of the change? Proponents of the legislation contend that it would provide a much-needed pathway to a green card for up to 8 million people, including dreamers, forcibly displaced people, temporary protected status holders, children of long-term visa holders who face deportation, essential workers, and highly skilled members of our workforce such as H-1B visa holders who have been waiting years for a green card to become available. According to Forward.us estimates, if the undocumented individuals covered in this bill became citizens, they would contribute approximately $83 billion to the U.S. economy annually and about $27 billion in taxes. Will the bills be passed? However, this initiative faces a difficult path to success. For one thing, Republicans do not support these measures. They are more focused on the immigration problems at the southern border and on enforcement and deportations. Since at the moment both the House and the Senate are controlled by the Democrats, it is still theoretically possible for them to pass the bills. But realistically speaking, it will be hard to build the momentum to do it. Every Democrat in the Senate, without exception, will have to support this bill, and in the House, almost all the Democrats will be needed. Time is of the essence. The recent devastation caused by Hurricane Ian, to name only one item, promises to tie up the congressional agenda. There is not much time left to adopt the measures. History. When was the registry provision first enacted? The registry provision was first implemented by the Registry Act of 1929. The Registry Act permitted immigrants who had been continuously present in the United States since June 3, 1921, were of good moral character, and were not otherwise deportable, to apply for permanent resident status. Since then, the cutoff date for registry has been advanced 4 times, usually as part of comprehensive immigration reforms. Legislation passed in 1958 to update the registry date to 1940 also eliminated the requirement that applicants were not subject to deportation. This change permitted individuals who had entered the United States without inspection or overstayed a visa to apply for a green card. The only individuals barred from registry adjustment were applicants who previously had lawful permanent resident status, or posed a national security threat. Subsequent amendments have increased the number of offenses that would bar an individual from seeking a green card under the provision, including narcotics and smuggling violations.
I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, definitely make sure to share this video with them. We are all about empowering you with knowledge. So the more people that can benefit from this video, the more people we want watching this video. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs icon. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more immigration updates. Bye!